I wanted to kind of dive in really quickly. I know it's quick about the psychology about what she is going through. She is the mother of Moses, and initially, right off the bat, she told him to run. What was she thinking in that very moment?
Protecting her child. I mean, we have Black and brown people have a relationship with the police that is not friendly. So to assume when they've already assumed that you saw what he called her son. So to assume that he was out there for anything less than blood is, so it really is to protect him. Would I see him again? Probably not, but I want to ensure that if anything, he can make it out there because I know who my child is. And I think
Right.
that's the scariest part of raising Black children, specifically Black men who are seen as a threat before they're seen as anything else.
Moses' father was also in prison for being involved with the nation. So I was wondering, was that also going through her mind and the history that she had to go through with him being in prison?
Absolutely, because whatever relationships we've had I think with women, that we try to deter our children from, what I wanted specifically for Moses is not for him not to go down the same path, and that's not how he was raised. After have seen it, you see that he is a stellar student. He is bound for college. He has his scholarship. So I'm trying my best as Norma to bear him in another direction. You know.
So Franklin Roberts, played by Courtney B. Vance, wonderful. He ends up taking the case. I was wondering, in that moment, why does she trust him? Of all the people, why does she think that he can help this situation?
I've seen Franklin daily on his job, and I as a public defender, I've watched him defend, Black men, Black women, Black kids in the system. So I should not want to trust anybody else who's willing to come to save my child.
Right.
Came to me and said, I am here to do. Nobody else has come at this point.
Right.
And I know his character. So why would I believe otherwise that he wouldn't be able to do this for him?
Franklin, at the moment when we kind of introduced to him, he's not that good of a lawyer. He tries, he has a heart, he has a soul is in it, but he's not that good. Do you genuinely feel that Franklin, as Norma, Franklin can win this though?
Because we only saw one case.
Right.
And as we've seen how in situations where people are stellar characters for a long period, I mean, you know who they are, and they have one hiccup, it doesn't define who you are. And I think in that circumstance, you kind of get a little bit out of character. And it wasn't like he said anything absolutely obscene. He just did not do it in the right arena with the right person. And unfortunately, that outcome came there. But we can't win them all. But I know the reputation that he has and the fight that he has in him, and he has done a great job in the past, in my eyes. That one wouldn't, that I did not see, does not define his work.
In this moment, how would you say, involving with Moses, does this incident define who Norma is as a mother and also as a person?
Absolutely. I fight hard for my kids. I think just even as a mother, beyond being Norma, I fight hard for my child. So it's a fight or flight thing. And I know how I'm seen as a Black woman just in general. So I'm going to fight hard to ensure that me and mine are forever safe, in spite of. And she has many defining moments in here, but she is warm, she is loving, she is caring, but she is also strong. And she will kill, she, she will hurt somebody for hers. And you know who your kids are. You know at the core of it who your kids are. And I know and knew who Moses was. So you couldn't tell me who my child was. And I stand on that. as Andrene and as Norma.
I like that. Also, there has been shows that kind of tackled corrupt police in the Black community. How does 61st Street separate itself from what we've seen before?
Without giving it away, I think 61st, more than anything, it's not so much the focus on the judicial system as it at the what it does to those that it affects, and it focuses on the family more than anything. It focuses on the people outside of it, and also it doesn't tell you who to support. It says these are the circumstances, and you yourself as a viewer have to lean what's your moral gauge. So it's less about, okay, this is the bad guy and this is the good guy. It's where do you lean? What do the circumstances do for you as a viewer?
Wonderful. Thank you so much for speaking with me.
Dana.
I love the show. I love you as an actress. Thank you.
Thank you, love. So glad you had me. So glad to be here.
Thank you.